When we talk about the journey of greatness, we must begin with the early childhood of Elon Musk, because that is where the foundation of his extraordinary vision was built. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, he was not the loudest or most popular child in the room. Instead, he was quiet, deeply thoughtful, and constantly lost in books. While other children were playing outside, Elon would spend hours reading encyclopedias, science fiction novels, and anything related to space and technology. His imagination was not limited by his surroundings. Even at a young age, he was thinking about rockets, other planets, and the future of humanity. However, his childhood was not easy. He faced severe bullying in school, and those difficult experiences could have broken his confidence. But instead of giving up, he became mentally stronger. He learned to rely on his intelligence and inner strength. Those challenges shaped his resilience, teaching him how to endure pressure and criticism, qualities that later became essential in his business life. What made young Elon different was not just intelligence, but curiosity. He constantly asked questions. Why did things work this way? Can they be improved? Can humanity live on Mars? These were not normal childhood thoughts, yet they defined his mindset. By the time he was 12 years old, he had already taught himself computer programming and created a video game, proving that age does not limit ambition. His childhood shows us that greatness does not begin with success. It begins with curiosity, struggle, and the courage to dream beyond your environment. The quiet boy reading books in South Africa was already preparing to change the world. And that is where every big journey truly begins. As we continue exploring the journey of greatness, we now look at the young age of Elon Musk, where his passion for technology truly began to shine. While most teenagers were still trying to discover their interests, Elon already knew that technology was his path. He was not just interested in using computers, he wanted to understand them, control them, and build something meaningful with them. At the age of just 12, he taught himself computer programming by reading manuals and practicing for hours. There were no online tutorials like today, no easy guidance, just determination and curiosity. That same determination led him to create a video game called Blastar, which he later sold to a computer magazine. This was not just a small achievement for a child, it was proof that he could turn ideas into reality. It showed his early entrepreneurial mindset, the ability to see opportunity where others see nothing. Even at that age, he understood that technology was more than entertainment. It was power, influence, and a tool to shape the future. What truly set him apart was his mindset. He was not dreaming of small success. He was thinking about big problems: energy, space, humanity's survival. As a young boy, he read science fiction and imagined humans living on other planets. Instead of seeing those stories as fantasy, he saw them as possibilities waiting to happen. He believed that technology could solve global challenges and improve human life. His young age teaches us an important lesson. You do not need to wait for adulthood to begin building your future. Passion, focus, and self-learning can start at any time. Elon Musk's teenage years were not about comfort. They were about preparation for a mission much bigger than himself. And that mission was only getting started. As we move forward in this journey, we come to a turning point in the life of Elon Musk, his bold decision to leave his home country and chase bigger opportunities. At a young age, he realized that if he wanted to work on technology, space, and innovation at a global level, he needed to be where those opportunities existed. So he moved from South Africa to Canada and later to the United States. This was not an easy step. It meant leaving behind familiarity and stepping into uncertainty. but Elon believed that growth only happens outside of comfort zones. In North America, he continued his education with intense focus. He studied at Queen's University in Canada before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States, where he earned degrees in physics and economics. Physics sharpened his problem-solving ability and deep understanding of how the universe works, while economics helped him understand markets and business strategy. This powerful combination of science and business thinking later became the foundation of his success. But perhaps the boldest decision of his young life came when he enrolled in a PhD program at Stanford University. After only 2 days, he dropped out. Many people would see this as risky or irresponsible, but Elon saw something different. The internet revolution was beginning, and he believed this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Instead of spending years in academic research, he chose to build real companies that could impact the world immediately. This moment shows us something powerful. Sometimes education gives you knowledge, but courage gives you direction. Elon Musk did not reject learning, he applied it in the real world. His move to America and his fearless decision to leave Stanford prove that success often belongs to those who are willing to take calculated risks for their dreams. Now we come to the phase where vision turned into action, the early career of Elon Musk. After leaving Stanford, he did not waste time. Instead of waiting for opportunity, he created it. Along with his brother, he started his first company, Zip2, a software company that helped newspapers provide online city guides. At that time, the internet was still new, and many people did not understand its power. But Elon saw the future clearly. He believed the internet would transform communication, business, and daily life. The early days were not glamorous. He worked long hours, slept in the office, and showered at public facilities. Money was limited, pressure was high, and failure was always a possibility. Yet he remained focused. Eventually, Zip2 was sold for millions of dollars. For a young entrepreneur, this was a huge breakthrough. But instead of relaxing and enjoying success, Elon reinvested his money into a bigger idea. He then co-founded X.com, an online financial services company. At that time, online banking was considered risky and unreliable, but once again, Elon believed in the future before others did. X.com later became PayPal, a platform that revolutionized online payments. When PayPal was sold to eBay for billions of dollars, Elon became financially successful, but more importantly, he gained confidence and credibility in the business world. What makes this stage powerful is not just the money he earned, but the mindset he demonstrated. He was willing to risk everything, reinvest everything, and think bigger each time. His early career teaches us that success is not built in one step. It is built through courage, perseverance, and the willingness to take bold risks. And for Elon Musk, this was only the beginning of something much greater. Now we reach the stage where ambition turned into global impact. After achieving financial success, Elon Musk did something unusual. He invested his fortune into ideas that many experts believed were impossible. Instead of choosing safe projects, he chose missions that could reshape humanity's future. One of his boldest moves was joining and later leading Tesla Inc. At a time when electric cars were seen as slow and impractical, Elon believed they could replace gasoline vehicles and fight climate change. He pushed for innovation in battery technology, design, and performance. Today, Tesla is one of the most valuable car companies in the world, proving that sustainable energy can also be powerful and desirable. At the same time, he founded X.com with an even bigger dream, making humanity a multi-planetary species. The idea of reusable rockets was considered unrealistic, yet SpaceX successfully developed rockets that can land back on Earth and be reused. This breakthrough reduced the cost of space travel and opened new possibilities for missions to Mars. But he did not stop there. With Neuralink, he aims to connect the human brain with computers to help treat neurological diseases and expand human capability. Through the Boring Company, he works on underground transportation systems to reduce traffic congestion in cities. What makes this stage extraordinary is not just business success, but vision. Elon Musk does not build companies only for profit, he builds them to solve large-scale problems: energy, transportation, space exploration, and human potential. His journey teaches us that real leadership is about daring to imagine a better future and having the courage to build it. And for Elon Musk, the mission is always bigger than the company itself. Finally, we look at the personal side of Elon Musk, his family life, and the challenges that come with balancing global ambition and personal responsibility. While the world often sees him as a billionaire entrepreneur and visionary leader, behind that public image is a father and a man who has faced emotional highs and lows. His journey in relationships and marriage has not always been smooth. He has experienced divorces, public scrutiny, and constant media attention. Living under global spotlight brings pressure that most people cannot imagine. Elon Musk is a father of several children, and he has spoken about how much he cares about them and the kind of future they will grow up in. In many ways, his mission to build sustainable energy, explore space, and develop advanced technology is connected to his role as a parent. He often emphasizes that his goal is to secure the future of humanity, not just for today, but for the next generation. That perspective reflects both his visionary thinking and his personal responsibilities. However, balancing family life with leading multiple global companies is extremely demanding. He is known for working long hours, sometimes sleeping at factories during critical production periods. This intense work ethic has brought both admiration and criticism. Some see him as an example of dedication and sacrifice, while others question the cost of such a lifestyle. His personal life reminds us that success does not remove challenges, it simply changes their scale. Even the most powerful leaders face emotional struggles and difficult decisions. Elon Musk's story teaches us that greatness requires sacrifice, resilience, and constant effort, not only in business, but in life. And in the end, even the boldest visionary is still human, striving to balance dreams with responsibility. Elon Musk has been married 3 times to 2 different women. Justine Musk, married in 2000, divorced in 2008. Tallulah Riley, married in 2010, divorced in 2012, remarried in 2013, and divorced again in 2016. So he had 2 wives, but 3 marriages in total. Children. Elon Musk has 11 children. One of his first children sadly passed away as an infant. His children are from different relationships, including with Justine Musk, Grimes, and Siobhan Zealous. He has spoken publicly about wanting a larger family and encouraging population growth. If you want, I can also give you their names in simple form for speech use.